Hey, what do you say, my beautiful little Gemini? Let's see, last time I did a reading for you was actually a couple days ago. Let's see, I'm just gonna get started here with a general timeline read. And if you guys haven't been with me, I'm Cosmic Boogeyman. I like to do a timeline read that's based off of 21 cards. It has a cornerstone on each of the corners here. I do a conduit in the middle, and then I do a center line. Um, I don't really get to choose what comes out. And then when I'm pulling even from this double tarot deck here, I like to pull even from the middle. So I'll pull, even though I'm shuffling and I pre-shuffled, I like to obviously like to get jumpers. I love those bad boys. See, there's one right there. Um, so this would be what I call ground zero, Gemini. So for you, there's obviously an indecision. So at ground zero, you're basically blinded by something, you don't see something, you have solid footing, and you are kind of at a crossroads or you don't want to deal with something. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I'll take this as your second card. So for you also, at night, you obviously don't let things bother you, or you kind of like just go with the flow is what I get, which is pretty nice. So for you, Gemini, if that's how you roll, that's not bad. Or you have a partner or somebody that is okay with just letting things go and that bothers you. Maybe you're the one who's up at night because they see the moon is up and maybe they're just kind of sleeping. So maybe vice versa. Okay, so let's keep going. Um, so maybe during the day for this other person, there's a lot of turmoil, and at night you're up at night. Oh yeah. So wow, there's a tower moment coming for possibly this for you or them, but there's a tower moment coming at the center line here, your base center line. Let's keep going here. I'm gonna just blast out the rest of these base 21 cards here because I'm kind of curious to see what you're gonna get because I never had this, even though it's in the reverse. Okay, something online. Queen of Swords. What do we got here? All right, so Gemini, I actually really love reading for you guys. So we got some love, housewife. Hmm. Huh. What else we got here? Oh, there we go. Sneaky. Okay, Gemini. I don't know if we can see this other card here. Let me just get this adjusted. Bring this in. Bring this in. Okay. All right. So Gemini. That's your card actually, the dead center here at the heart of this read. So cornerstones are these. This would be ground zero, conduit, and then the center line, or like heart chakra. This would be mind, base, and then your heart. So at your heart would obviously be you. So as we read here, one of the things I'm actually picking up on is somebody's on your mind could be this would potentially be a potential love. This would be an air sign, but I'm saying Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They might have two people on their mind. Um, Generally happy, no sneakiness, very truthful, something going on, but there's some love there. There's no judgment on this situation, but there could be a tower moment coming or has come. That's why I'm reading this is very interesting. Something about an online connection here, and there's an Aquarian or an air sign tied into this person here. But this could be you. But I'm going to say you're here. I'm going to say this is not necessarily a love card. I think this actually might be you, Gemini. You might be tied into the air sign, which is interesting. So there might be an Aquarian or another air sign female tied into this person. So Gemini, you might be tied into that air sign. Let's just keep going here. There is no current passion happening, but at the center line, there might be a brand new opportunity coming in that might be sparked here, brought on by a life opportunity or a life lesson. There is a moving on of possible love or a potential love offer from maybe someone who's been put into self imprisonment. Let's just keep going here. Here's that person again. So someone's been blocking this for a while, and this could be you or them, but there's been someone who's been blocking, or you feel like you know someone who's been blocking the situation. This has been kind of been a situation where you feel that, I was just going to say, hung or hanging this up on purpose, kind of hanging it back or blocking it. But behind the scenes, this is, you know, I feel, and I think the last read actually had you with a person at work, and this might be that person where they're kind of connecting to you, or they're the one, or they feel like you're the one, and this might be where you're dealing with this person and they're connecting with you, um, or vibing with you, and you just don't know it yet. That might be what's going on, but it could be a miscommunication, or there's an older female that's getting involved somehow. So I would wonder if that's what's happening, or at night this other person's getting in this person's ear. Otherwise, this would be a fast-moving action, and it just feels like it's just going nowhere fast, or there's just a real indecision. Like sometimes it just feels like it's just racing forward, super connected, a lot of love. It just feels super deep, and this other person, this maybe this male, this is sometimes like the best perspective person. Maybe this is this guy or this feminine or this masculine that you're dealing with. Maybe they're connected to this other person or this person that you're dealing with, and maybe they're dealing with you, and that's what's going on. And you feel very lucky to talk to them, and that's what's happening. But maybe it feels almost too lucky. Maybe you're feeling just like, is this too good to be true? Like raising your vibration too good to be true. And that's what makes you feel really, really great, Gemini. Um, like, could you be in love with somebody before you even like talk to them officially? Like justice for all the pain that you've been through, manifestation kind of thing. Like, have you been reading manifestation books? Have you been like praying to the universe? Is that what you've been doing? Because that's what I'm getting here, and it feels like that's really what's going on. And now, like, you've been stalking them online or stalking people like these people online, and then all of a sudden, this maybe older gentleman or this older person, or this maybe this like slightly older woman you've been talking to, Gemini, this is person that you're talking to, they might have air in their chart, or maybe they have extra money and they're really paying off. It's like some celebrations. And this might even go back as far as October or in the fall, where there was just some outdoor parties and just hanging out, and it was just like drinking like really fine wine, and it was just a couple extra females, and it was like, or a couple extra males, and it was just a lot of extra parties. There's a lot of people, like it was like it made you feel amazing. Gemini, whatever this is, this could be something where you roll back a couple months and something sparked, or even last year this time. um this is opposite of dead. Like this is opposite of like the death card. This is like, this person makes you feel alive, and it's like a manifestation is sparked into a brand new start where you feel like you could like be really, really passionate and win the world. But sometimes, it's just sometimes you feel it's breadcrumbed, and that's what makes it really uncomfortable, because you don't know where you stand with this person, and that's what's unfortunate. And where they're feeling that their vibrations getting raised, you feel like you're kind of like at a standstill, and you just, it's not a miscommunication per se, but you send messages, but you're like, but why don't we keep messaging? And are you being juggled with somebody else, perhaps? Is that what's going on, Gemini? And it's like, yeah, you're an air sign, but you don't want to be juggled with everybody. I mean, if you're going to get juggled, you don't want to get juggled with just the people that don't matter. So I feel like you're going to control, because you are a twin, if you're going to be your own twin, you're going to just do it the way you want to do it. So if people are going to be they're going to regret you. So you're basically going to I feel like what's going to happen here, Gemini, if this is a work situation and you're basically, there's a person that's after you at work and you're kind of connecting with that person, you're going to let them know and say, well, I'm going to dress the way you want me to dress, and I'm going to show you how lucky you are to work with me. I think that might be kind of what happens here, and you're going to actually show your you're kind of like, I'm interested in you, but you have to show them with a way that's like, I'm also very intelligent. Like, I'm going to show you not just like who I am, but I'm going to show you how amazing I am. Like, yes, like passion. I'm going to show you like I'm also a past life. I'm going to show you how like spiritual I am. I'm going to show you like everything about me. Like, I'm going to make you want to be my best friend, and then you're going to say, "Well, let's match energy." And you're going to say, "I don't think you can, but let's try." So that's what happens, and this is what happens with you. You say, "Well, I am a Gemini." Keep that in mind. There's a reason you're a Gemini. So I'm going to keep going here for just two more cards and see what we get. So you're not trying to break hearts and you're not trying to have a tower moment. And this is pretty interesting because this is a base. Remember that we were talking about this at the beginning. So you're basically saying, end of the day, all things being equal, I am exactly what you are looking for. But are you sure you can handle me? Like this coworker, you're like, do you know how workplace romances actually work? Do you know how hot these things can actually get? Do you know how sexy these things can go? But how amazingly toxic they can go to. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, it's not about heartbreak. It's like just about like the learning to fly moments. But like, if these things go toxic, they can go toxic fast. So you better really know who each other are before you start playing the fire, playing the game, playing like. So I'm gonna have the universe just give you one card here. Okay, let's do this. Just get one last card. All right. All right, so Gemini, let's get that last card. But what I've got here so far for you is you have the universe basically telling you, you have somebody or you're trying to reach out for the universe, um, but someone's blocking you. Someone's, saying, "Hey, I'm interested," and it's just playing a game with you. So here's the card that just dropped. We have frivolous, cunning, careless, defensive, incompetent ideas without action. It's just gossip. So I'm surely there's gossip at work. However, need to balance priorities when making decisions. Let's see. Page of Swords, Earth, Page of Air. So, um, the one thing I would say about this card here, Gemini, is it says take your time before you think to act. So you want to be sure that you're really, really just, doing this for the right reasons. You're not just doing this to have some fun, to kill time. That's what I'll tell you, Gemini. But obviously, you're a playful sign. Let's call it what it is. And if you're gonna do this for the right reasons. And if you're gonna do this to learn something in this lifetime, have some fun doing it. Just really do have some fun. But but be safe about it. That's all I can tell you. Okay, be safe. Enjoy life. I'll talk to you later.